Hi friends, today we are going to briefly talk about the Pilates principles. For anyone just starting off with Pilates should know that there are 5 basic principles that form the foundation of the Pilates system and are key to performing the exercises safely and effectively. These exercises teach you how to breathe properly and position your body throughout the movement. They also make you more and more aware about your core and help you get the best results out of the exercise. The first and the most important principle is breathing. In the Pilates system, a 3-dimensional breathing pattern is encouraged, expanding the rib cage in all directions without neglecting the anterior, posterior and the lateral portions. While we inhale, the rib cage opens up, and while we exhale, the rib cage closes in. This actually is done keeping in mind the contraction of the abdominal muscles as well as the deep pelvic floor muscles. Now we breathe in through the nose and exhale through the mouth through pursed lips. This creates more awareness towards a fuller breath pattern as well as it helps us engage those deep abdominal muscles, which is actually known as the core connection in the Pilates system. The second principle is the stabilization of the pelvic floor muscles and the lumbar spine, both statically and dynamically in all positions throughout the movement. We need to be more aware and we need to take care that the pelvic region should not be tilted anteriorly or posteriorly. That is not front or back, but it should lie in a neutral position throughout the movement in all exercises to avoid any kind of unwanted pressure on the spine. The third principle is ribcage placement. The abdominal wall attaches to the lower ribs. The recruitment of the abdominal muscles makes sure that the ribcage and the thoracic spine are in proper alignment. During all the movements in the exercise, we have to make sure that the ribcage doesn't sink in or doesn't pop out. Often the recruitment of the obliques, like engaging the oblique muscles, makes sure that the ribcage lies in proper alignment. The fourth principle is scapula stabilization and movement. Stabilizing the scapula on the ribcage is as important as engaging the abdominal muscles before you begin any of the exercises. If the stability is absent, we tend to overwork our muscles around the shoulder and the neck region, creating unwanted pressure, which we do not want to do, right? So it is very important to understand that the scapula should not be elevated, neither it should be depressed, nor protracted or retracted. It is important to understand the neutral position of the scapula, which lies like this, and make sure during each and every movement that we do in the exercise, the scapula lies in its neutral position. The last principle, but not the least, is the head and neck placement. We need to make sure that the cervical spine balances its natural curve with the skull balancing directly on the shoulders. We also need to understand that overflexion or extension of the cervical spine might create unwanted pressure around the neck region in the cervical spine and can cause an injury. So understanding the neutral position of the cervical spine to balance the head over the shoulders is very important during all the exercises. Following all these 5 principles during each and every Pilates workout, whichever movement you do will ensure that you get best results out of the workout. Also, if you're doing it to improve your fitness levels or you're doing it to restore your health or rehabilitate any kind of injury for people of all ages, it is very beneficial. So make sure whenever you begin a Pilates workout, these 5 principles are very clearly imbibed into your system, and you're doing the workout keeping in mind these 5 principles for best results. Thank you.